Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our next presenter was so moved by the film Gully Boy and by the rap anthem Apna Time Aayega that he gave up his job at Apple at San Francisco and set up India's fastest growing jobs platform. He even named his company after the song. To help us in unveiling the power of new age tech for smarter talent acquisition, please put your hands together and welcome Nirmit Parikh, CEO, Apna.
Hello. Hello. Okay. So I'm Nirmit. I'm founder and CEO of Apna, and I'm super excited to share what we have been building for you over the last 1 year across hiring meets AI. But before we do that, I will quickly give you a 100-second snapshot about Apna. Let's start that. Yeah. So till I think that the team is figuring out the tech, let me talk about why hiring in retail becomes a very, very interesting problem. If you see, we are expected to add 25 million jobs in retail in the next 7 to 8 years. And historically, if you see, in the history of time, over the last 30 years, retail in India has added around north of 30 million jobs. So basically, we have to double the number of jobs that gets added, one. And we have to do this in 7 years. So the problem is not finding 25 million people, but finding the right 25 million people and in the right time. And I think so that is where Apna comes and becomes an important solution to kind of go and solve. So let me give a quick snapshot. These are one of those embarrassing moments when the tech is not working and I'll have to keep chatting so that we can go and hopefully, I think so. Folks, you can go and try there maybe if this is not working here. Recommend that. So in the meantime, till they figure out the tech, I'll just give a quick snapshot about Apna and then maybe I can open up and answer a few questions and then we can take it from there. In the meantime, these guys can see what's happening there. So Apna, we are a 4-year-old company. We have 51 million users. That is, we have 5 crore users, candidates. And we have north of 5 lakh plus employers across 2 lakh SMBs and 500 plus enterprises. And we work across 700 cities. And if you see the last year alone in 2023, we have connected more than 15,000 plus recruiters to 8 million candidates in the retail sector alone. So that's a bit about Apna. And until they do that, I'm more than happy to answer any questions around sourcing, around hiring, and we can make the time bit useful. Any questions? Yeah, I can come. Okay, perfect.
So first, congratulations, 4 years, and in this industry, and especially the retail hiring bit. Now, see, there's a monopoly by Naukri right now when you talk about system. Okay, so how do you plan to, what's your strategy to, basically, it's a giant right now. I think the entire HR fraternity depends upon them big time. So how do you see in terms of, how will this product that you're talking about, will take over Naukri or how it would work, the portal?
I think so, very important question. So first and foremost, with utter humility, I'm a big fan of what Sanjeev Bikhchandani has built. It's India's first .com company. So I think so. He's an inspiration for all of us. Having said that, let me talk about what do we have and how we are different. So the idea is we have Apna is more like jobs meet communities. So it is not only the candidate comes to look for a job, candidate also finds the right set of the tribe. Say if I'm a retail sales guy, I'm working for, say, a consumer electronics firm called at Girias. And I will get connected to other people at, say, Tata Chroma, and I can go and have conversations and learn from them. So that is why our platform is very sticky. So if you look at the user base, say Naukri is 90 odd million users across last 15, 20 years. We are year 4. We almost touched 51 million users as of last week. I think so this week will be 53 million. So that's the rate at which we are growing. If you see 7 out of 10 freshers trust Apna for their job and for their career. So that, again, that confidence comes because the platform is very, very sticky. And we have spent a lot of time, given, see, when you are a new incumbent inside the space, we have spent a lot of time understanding the needs, right? For example, say in retail, if you are trying to hire, say we want to open a retail store here, you might need a PIN code hiring. So we allow you to do and hire at a PIN code level. Similarly, if you want to go and, we also built algorithms. Let's say, for example, you are a high-end merchandising store which is selling luxury clothing, and you want to find somebody to help hire there. Automatically, let's say, you will see people from a UCB, you will see people from a Shop at Stop, basically coming and from which you can go and hire. So we understand the industry, we understand each and every company, and that is where we have put the AI together that allows you to go and do the matchmaking. And that has allowed us to kind of grow well. And when it comes to non-tech hiring, I think so we are actually doing much better than many of the incumbents inside the market. And we are capturing that market very fast. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, firstly, congratulations on becoming unicorn in the record time last year, I guess. So how was your journey till becoming unicorn? Because in startup ecosystem, that's one of the milestones, right? How was the journey till then? And after becoming unicorn, what different things you started doing? What's there in the vision? What different things you guys are planning to do?
Thank you so much for the question. So first and foremost, right? See, valuations are for me, like I always thought, they are directional markers. And as you keep building, I think so we have a lot to prove as an organization because our goal is to touch, so we have touched 51 million lives. We have facilitated north of quarter billion job applications over the last 2 years. And we want to do 1 billion job application in the next 2 years. So that's the goal we have. So we have a lot to prove. Having said that, I'll talk a bit about the journey. See, to be very honest, it never started that I want to go and solve the unemployment problem of India. It's a very daunting problem. It's one of the top, it's a super hard earth scale problem. It started very humbly. So Apna is my third company. And while I was while I was in the US, my first company which I had built in India, and its supply chain was facing hiring problems. So it started to just solve that problem first. And what we realized that the solution which we built internally was much better than all the other platforms available. And while this piece was going on, I was in US, me and my wife, I still remember the day, we were in a theater watching this movie called Gully Boy. And it was a very interesting story, right? This protagonist is a aspirational hip hop artist. And he has big dreams. But somewhere the whole world says कि boss तुमसे ना हो पाएगा, right? They have glass ceiling. There's a very beautiful dialogue that comes, right? It is the father tells Murad, who is the protagonist in the movie, कि भैया कि we are middle class people, you know, हम सपने नहीं देख सकते. And he said कि मैं अपना सपना नहीं बदलूंगा जो मेरे सच्चाई से मेल खाए, मैं अपनी सच्चाई बदलूंगा जो मेरे सपनों से मेल खाए. I think so for me that was a very moving dialogue, and that was a time where he said like, no, this, I know the product works, why not do this at a scale? And of course, then the next 6 months were spent like doing a lot of, I would say, undercover work in the market, because I knew the problem from the employer side, but from the candidate side, to understand the problem was very important. So started with that. So that's the journey. And then quickly we started in Mumbai and then grew to rest of the city. So we are in 700 cities right now. And it's a journey. I think so we have a lot to do, lot to prove. And I think so the problem of unemployment is still there. And we are solving it one job at a time. But I think so that brings us to the presentation. And we are good. Okay, folks, thank you for bearing with us. Okay, so today, as I said, north of 2 lakh plus SMBs and 500 plus enterprises. And I think so now it is 700 plus enterprises. That is the last quarter we added 200 more logos. Use Apna in different shape and form. Okay, let's go next. So let's say what I will do is I will ask the team to run a quick demo. And I don't want to talk, I just want to show what we are trying to build and how we are building. So let's say we are hiring for a retail sales guy, let's say in FMCG sector, maybe say 1 year experience. You are okay to pay a 3 lakh salary, and say education, he should be 12th pass and above. So this is how the product works. You go, you quickly type in, just type in natural language. You don't need to understand this complexity of booleans and stuff. So a new recruiter joining your team on day 1 itself is productive. We just took away the entire learning curve of booleans and stuff. You boom, it automatically figures out what are the right keywords based on the right industry. Go ahead. It also understood that given you're looking for somebody with FMCG and retail, as we said, it finds out the people working in the companies which are FMCG companies, are retail companies. And by the way, we have built the AI understands each company which product. So what we have done, we have made our crawlers go through each and every companies, each and every product. So we understand when somebody is working and at a specific job role, what they are doing, what kind of work they do. So we have actually done that level of engineering at the back. Okay, go ahead. And automatically it filled 1 year experience, 3 lakh salaries, and then boom, you search candidates. And so you see Tejas, FMCG Udan, Lavanya, Zesk, Roshan, Jai Krishan, and you can go and, by the way, to your Naukri question, no more coin credit usage when you see the profiles. You can see them for free. And boom, you go and you do this. Now, another interesting thing which we did is what we realize a lot of times when you say, okay, I want to find people in area, so we have 22,000 results here, but you want to hire somebody, say, in Santa Cruz, and you want to hire somebody which is in 5 to 7 kilometers of Santa Cruz, because distance matters. And for people who have hired, you know that when you find people within the right range, the attrition rate is also much lesser. So we say, I want to find people in Santa Cruz, so we'll do a quick search. Boom. And you get the set of users who are in 5 to 7 kilometer range of Santa Cruz. Now, another thing what we said is, once you have this set of candidates, how do we go and reach out to them? And of course, the answer is you will have your telecalling team call them, or which is highly unproductive, or you will send them email invites. But we know email invites, what is the open rate of such email invites? So what we said, what if you can reach out to them on the channel where their loved ones reach out? So we said, okay, why not try WhatsApp? So what we allow you is we allow you to directly send WhatsApp. So you just put your job profile, automatically, boom, you put it on WhatsApp. And then you can put a note that, okay, come and join in a retail chain. You can put your USP there, and you can go and invite these candidates. And automatically a WhatsApp message goes to these candidates where they can quickly reply yes and no if they're interested. Because in database search, most importance is intent of the candidate. And it is sent. And what here, if you see, what it allows you to do is, you say that, okay, we sent it to, say, 50 candidates, out of that 32 were delivered, and out of that, say, 8 people accepted it. So depending on the role, the brand you have, you will have people starting to accept it, and these are only the candidates where your team should engage on. The idea is very simple. Engage with these 8 candidates, and you can, of course, we have a lot of features where you can comment, and you can add more details. If there are multiple recruiters working on a single role, they can kind of go and do that. Now, I also wanted to show you what happens on the candidate side. Can you go to the candidate experience? So this is how a candidate is going to receive the thing, and he can just say, yes, I want to interview. And cool, and automatically the HR number is available, where you can also call and the candidate can directly go and talk to the recruiter. So it's, that's how we did. So if you see, this allows you to reach thousands of job seekers who are relevant to you with the industry experience in your area with a 15 to 30% interview interest rate. And the whole process, when we did the search, it took exactly 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So you can start filling all the roles at this pace. Because when you want to hire very fast, very quickly, and target the right people, this becomes a very important tool. Now, most interestingly, this tool will work for all your needs. If you're an organization which is directly hiring, it will work. But a lot of times, you also see a lot of times the organization owns a bunch of franchisee. So we also allow franchisees. So let's say you want somebody in your South Delhi franchisee to hire. This is how you kind of do. You go and do invite member. You can just say, I want my South Delhi franchisee to hire. So you can manage all your franchisee hiring, and you can give this tool to all of your franchisees to kind of go and hire, and they can select a role, recruiter, and say that this, everything managed can be managed by the Delhi franchisee. And so that also allows you to manage at a franchisee level. And of course, you can see how they are doing, what kind of roles they are hiring. You can also define the role for them, because a lot of times, finding the right people, even for franchisee, is very hard. And you want to ensure, see, tomorrow, if I go to some of your franchisee, and if the person is not right here, the brand gets tarnished. So you can also define the roles, so your franchisee will actually hire for exactly that roles, and those are the searches that will happen at the back. So that also gives you a lot of control around your franchisees. Okay, Siddhant, we can go back, and you can, of course, set limits and do the stuff. And you can see how each of your franchisees doing and the history. Yeah. So quickly, folks, we will be here. We are just here outside at the booth. And when you come and meet us at the booth, we'll of course share what we are building at Apna, but just come with your hiring problem. As I said, that it takes us 4 minutes to complete hire. Say, even if you want to hire 20 people, and within 4 minutes we can hire. You come, give us your problem, we'll hire for you. Within the next 48 hours, you check your email, you'll already have interview scheduled. So we want to more like show how the product works. So come outside and we'll chat with you. Thank you so much.